Hello everybody and welcome to Storm Reads, and today I'm just going to do a short video on a book that I just recently read, and it's called Brother by Anya Albright, and I'll post the picture here. I did have an ebook, but I also listened to it on audio, and I got the audio from Hoopla, and so I just kind of did both of them and followed along. And the audio wasn't too bad and everything. I really enjoyed it. But let me tell you, this is a really messed up family. If you've not heard of this one, it is a book that came out in 2015 from Galley Books, which is Simon and Schuster imprint. And it is about a family who are kind of people that live in like the woods and like the mountain region in West Virginia, and it starts out with a girl screaming and people trying to have to try to catch her because she's trying to get away. So you know they're that kind of family. And yeah, so it's about there's a mother and father, and there's two boys and a girl, and it's told mostly, it's from Michael's perspective, and you find out early on that, so I don't really think this is a spoiler, but you find out early on that Michael is not actually theirs. He was stolen. But he's been raised up in that family, and so he considers Ray his brother and Missy his sister, and he is the one that has to do a lot of the dirty work whenever it comes to the women that get brought to the family. The mother has a taste for girls, and they always look a certain way, and him and his brother are like the ones that have to go and find the girls and bring them back to mama. If she doesn't get a girl within a certain amount of time, she gets a little antsy, and then she seems to take out whatever her thing is or whatever on their sister. And so it's pretty important that they find a girl. And it takes you through, you kind of do flashbacks, and you kind of get to see like when Michael came there, and the reason behind why his brother Ray doesn't like him. And it has to do with how he was treated and everything. And they had an older sister that is no longer there with them. And that was the one that Reb was more attached to. Or Reb. Well, his name is Ray, but then Michael calls him Reb because he wants to be called Rebel. So I may go back and forth because I forget which one to say. But anyway, so basically, it's about Michael and Ray, and it's about the dynamics between them two, and it's building up for the ending, and it's just messed up. It's a very messed up family. Ray likes to starts taking Michael into town where he meets a girl at this convenience store or record store thing or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was. But he meets her because Ray goes there to meet Lucy, who is his girl and everything. And he leaves Michael out in the front to deal with Alice that's there. And he starts to kind of like Alice, but he's very shy. You know, what are you going to talk about? I mean, what do you say to a girl when you know what your family does for, you know, kicks or whatever? So it's kind of hard. You know, he's very isolated, so he doesn't know a lot. He does listen to music because his sister loves to listen to music, and he can hear like some of the stuff that's going on in her room next door and everything. And he really likes his sister Missy, so he tries to do his best not to get her into trouble. Michael is the one that has to finish off the girls at the end and then dispose of them. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, very messed up. And yeah, the ending was very messed up. And I can't really say a whole lot more because I am afraid that I would spoil it, but yeah, this book was pretty crazy, but I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. On my new rating system, it got 7s and 8s, and so that made the finale like a 7.29, which gives it a 4-star rating. And yeah, it was pretty good. It's a low 4 stars, but I did like it. The characters were very interesting, even though they were messed up. The author does a really good job of making you kind of really feel sorry for Michael, even though you know the bad things that he does and has had to do. You do feel a bit sorry for him, even though you don't agree with the things that he does and has to do and everything. And there's even certain times when you also almost feel sorry for Ray because of some things that happened, but Ray's he's really beyond, he's really out there. He really gets his kicks off of the killing the women, finding them, and he does rape some of them, so there is a little bit of that in there. So if that's going to be something you don't want to trigger, I guess, then you leave this one alone. But there is a little bit of that in there. The stereotypical backwoods man who, rapes the women type thing. And, yeah. And you kind of start to like Missy and his sister, and you feel really bad for her. And, like I said, you feel a tiny bit sorry for Ray, and then he goes and does some bad things, and then you don't feel sorry for him anymore, and you wish him dead. That was pretty much. He's the character you want to see die in the book. And yeah, I really liked Michael. I did feel sorry for him, but getting towards the end, though, it was starting to where I'm not really sure if you're never really sure if you should feel bad for any of these characters. And I didn't understand the father because he didn't seem to be quite as bad as any of the others, but yet he just stands by and lets his wife do whatever she wants and make sure that the kids do what they're supposed to whenever she wants them to do. So she is, the mama is the one that controls the entire thing. And yeah, just very messed up. Very messed up. That's all I can say. This is very messed up. But I really did like it. And I'm on the fence on the ending. It definitely has one of those horror endings where I think you're going to either like it or you're not gonna like it. Or like me and you can understand why it happened, but at the same time you don't like it, but it is a good ending. There are some very, very messed up stuff that happens at the ending that is a little bit of a shocker for some. My friend called it. She called some of it. She knew it was going to happen. We were reading this pretty much at the same time. We were reading it for a book group on Facebook. We have a little horror book club. And so, yeah, she called some of it. I knew some of what was going to happen, and I had this. I think you can kind of figure out the reasoning behind what is going up to leads to the end. But at the same time, there was some like shocking moments of like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that is what happened, type of thing. But yeah, I do like this author. This is the only second book that I've read by her, but I have enjoyed what I've read so far. The first one I think I read was called The Devil Crept In, or A Devil Crept In, or whatever, and it was pretty strange too, but I enjoyed it. And then so now there's this one, so I do think I will continue trying out some of this author's writing. I did enjoy it. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I don't want to ramble on too much. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.